All right, so in this one right here, I'm gonna start at this point at the end, and then I'm gonna work my way all the way back, just to put into context exactly what's going on right here. So let's look at this situation right here first. All right, so this is me right here, and I want to cut off this pass, and I'm gonna show you why, at least from my perspective, why I was not allowed to cut this pass off, right? And what they forced me to do when I tried to cut it off. So I see the pass coming, and I'm lining up with the offense, with the guy that's running up to it. So I kind of know what's going on when he reaches the top. They're gonna pass it to him, and then I'm supposed to cut off, cut in front of it, and steal it, right? But when you look at my man, pay attention to the direction my body is facing, right? So I'm facing where the pass would be coming. But when I press the X button to cut it off, watch what happens. Look at this. Slow mo, right? Slow mo. Here it is. Boom. All right. So when I try to cut it off, instead of reaching out the direction that I was actually facing, I'm forced into dashing off behind the computer, right? And there's a reason why, at least in this instance right here, they forced this to happen, right? Because I just went on a spree, and I'm about to show, I think it was like 3 or 4 steals in a row. I'm about to show all of them, right? Because, I've scripted them like 3, 4 times in a row, right? Like 3, 4 times in a row. So it's like, okay, nigga, enough. Cut it out. That's basically what they're saying right here, right? So let's get into it right here, all right? All right, so it all starts right here, right? This is where it all starts at, right? So I guess you can say I made a bad pass, which I could see, but I could see it being a bad pass, but I just didn't expect my player to be positioned the way that he was when I passed it, and it turns out to be a turnover on me. God damn, hold on. Right, okay, so it turns out to be a turnover on my behalf because he catches it. Even though he catches it, the game is registering that I made, the pass that led to the turnover, right? So that happens, and I come back down. I'm like, you know what? To hell with that. I go for the steal. Boom, and I get it, right? So I get the steal, and what do you know? I get a bucket. Boom, right? So now that happens, and I decide, you know what, bump that. I'm going for another one, right? So I go for another one, and boom, I cut it off, get that steal, post fade, spin, hit the J, boom, another bucket. Now we're coming down, I'm feeling it, right? Now I'm feeling it, I'm hot. I kind of can read what computer is going to do for the most part. And I know for sure they're going to pass the ball to this dude right here. All I need to do is just get between, about the midway point or get close to him when they try to pass it to him and just cut it off. I'm good. He can run up all he want. I'm gonna beat the ball to him, right? However you would say. But, they pass it, and what do you know? Boom, I cut that off. I get that steal also. And I drop a dime. We get this assist. Was there another steal? I think that was just it. Yeah, that was pretty much it. So that's three steals in a row, right? So now it gets to this point right here, which is what I started the video off with, where I want to try to cut this pass off, and my guy, like I said, he's facing. Look where he's facing, right? So the game is not just gonna, this is what I mean when I say they're managing or scripting, or they're pushing the whole momentum swing thing. Well, okay, you can do this, to an extent, but all right, now chill out. Right now, we're gonna push it back computer way, or we're gonna cut you off from, just basically going on a tear like that. Right? You're not just gonna be allowed to go on a tear like that. So Now I'm going for it, and boom, my guy runs a whole nother way when I press the button to steal it. This was supposed to have been a forced steal, right? This was supposed to have been it. That was it right there. That was mine. That was all mine. Everything was perfect. I would have, ran right across him and picked it off. Right when it touched his hand, I'd have at least scripted. I would have at least tipped it, picked it or something. But that was supposed to have been mine, which is the point, right? That's the whole point. Let me see. What was I going to do? It wasn't that, but might as well just show it anyways while we're here. Look at the offensive rebounds for a computer, right? They have 8 to our 0 at this point. I think we're aware. The first half ain't even over yet. They got 8 offensive boards to our 0, right? But I don't think that's what I wanted to get at. But, it is what it is. Anyway, peace.